Right, people? Wee bit of a history lesson and proving of facts. Just gonna take place here now. Just turned on out of interest the series The Crown, and in the very first episode in the very first season, it started, as you'll see, on the 10th of December 1936, and you'll hear and see the significance of what I am about to show you. Enjoy.
Make a final representation and to beseech you not to do this.
I wish to address my people. It's my right.
You have forfeited that right.
There are things I wish to say.
In which capacity? You're no longer their king.
As a private individual.
Oh, no one wants to hear from a private individual.
Well, I beg to differ. The newspapers are for me.
The best thing for everyone would be if you said your goodbyes quietly, privately, and disappeared into the night.
Preferably never to return.
I didn't say that.
But you thought it. Admit it.
An important announcement from His Royal Highness, the Duke of Windsor.
A few hours ago, I discharged my last duty as King and Emperor. And now that I have been succeeded by my brother, the Duke of York, my first words must be to declare my allegiance to him. This I do with all my heart. You all know the reasons which have impelled me to renounce the throne. I have found it impossible to carry the heavy burden of responsibility and to discharge my duties as king as I would wish to do, without the help and support of the woman I love.
This decision has been made less difficult to me by the sure knowledge that my brother has one matchless blessing enjoyed by so many of you and not bestowed on me. A happy home with his wife and children. And now we all have a new king. I wish him and you, his people, happiness and prosperity. With all my heart. God bless you all. God save the King.
As you can see, that was the first episode of the first series of the Crown, and it started on the 10th of December 1936 when King Edward VIII abdicated from the Crown. And, in turn, De Valera seized that moment and struck for her freedom. Brought in this. As you can see, enacted by the people on the 1st of July 1937, in operation as from 29th of December 1937. Article 49 will just clarify what you've just watched. And 48. 48. The Constitution of Seerstadt are in force immediately prior to the date of coming into operation of this Constitution and the Constitution of the Irish Free State, Seerstadt Éireann Act 1922, insofar as that Act or any other provisions thereof then in force shall be and are hereby repealed as and from that date. Article 49. All powers, functions, rights, and prerogatives whatsoever exercisable in or in respect of Seerstadt Éireann immediately before the 11th day of December 1936, whether in virtue of the Constitution then in force or otherwise by the authority in which is executive power of Seerstadt Éireann was then vested or hereby declared to belong to the Irish people. And that brings us on to this Office of the Attorney General, Office of the Director General, reference number, I guess, whatever it is there, 2021 02755, 28th of August 2023, to a Mr. John Flanagan, the Mermaid House, Liscannor, County Clare, Air Code V95DKF7. And this was a dig from the Attorney General to Mr. John Flanagan for the attention of John Flanagan, aka John Declan. Dear Sir, I referred your letter dated the 31st of July last with enclosure regarding the 1919 Constitution of the Dáil Éireann. It was repealed when the Constitution of the Irish Free State came into force on the 6th of December 1922. Full stop. The 1922 Constitution, in turn, was repealed by Article 48, as I have just read out, of the 1937 Constitution. Full stop. The 1937 Constitution was approved by a plebiscite of the Irish people held on the 1st of July 1937. I'm only after reading that out of the front cover of it. Thus, the 1919 Constitution to which you refer does not have legal effect. It is concerning that you hold yourself out as a person authorized to issue licenses to judges. The judges of the state are appointed by the President, and this function is performed only on the advice of the government, as was held in Beads versus Ireland 2016 2I.R.224 at Paragraph 49. This decision is non-justifiable. Furthermore, kindly note that attempting to usurp the government's position constitutes as an offence. Yours faithfully, Attorney General Office. I hope that reads up of what the actual rule of law is. And what I read out there, out of that book, is the full canopy of law to which justice should be administered on the entire island area. Thank you very much.